What's up, guys? So, as you know, I'm really into horror games, so I thought I'd try one out for my fans, so let's get right into it. Horror, spooky, spooky, wooky. I don't- Whoa! Uh, Violence and grotesque imagery. Gross. I don't like that stuff. Is that what makes horror? Ugh. Gotcha there, look at. Okay, whatever. Let's go. I don't know what to expect, by the way. Like, because I've never heard of visual novel. Ooh, I got an achievement. Welcome to Manton Aquarium. Visual novel horror. Before she realized it, the girl was standing before an imposing door. How do I click? The girl occasionally came to Manton Aquarium alone. She watched the manta rays, she watched the jellyfish, and finally she decided it was time to go home. Where is this? She had her doubts, but there should be nothing else there except for the aquarium. She assured herself that she had probably wandered off into a side path. What's with this music? The door before her had a large padlock hanging from it, just as she had heard. It was unlocked and merely dangling there. Nope. The girl drew in a breath. Oh, is that what that was? Being locked would usually mean that it was a place she shouldn't enter. Oh yeah? Being open just meant that a staff member had forgotten to lock it, so going in was out of the question. Her curiosity piqued. She was past the point of persuasion. Her imagination ran wild and her mind raced at the prospect of what might lie beyond the door. Could it be cleaning stuff that the janitors like to use? No way. Just for a little bit. I want to be a janitor. Booga booga. Jump scare. Booga booga. She opened the door and saw lots of glass tanks. Really, it just looks black to me. Several types of fish hailing from the deep seas, from football fish, what? And oarfish to pelican eels and barrel eyes were swimming about. What does this do? Why isn't this an exhibit? She thought it over, wondering why this would be in a closed-off area. Behind her, the door shut on its own. Oh, I don't get no closing sound. The girl spaced out, staring at the deep-sea fish swimming about. They would leap from the tank and swim in midair. Yeah, that makes sense. The entirety of the room was the fish in their ocean. Though it was an unnatural occurrence, the girl treated it as quite normal. Yo, maybe she's the fish and they're the ocean. I don't know. Wasn't there originally a deep sea fish booth that was shut down? Booga booga. Whoa. Was that red? She suddenly remembered at that moment. Her surroundings were dyed a deep red. No, that's not the color of the ocean. Yeah, true. The water in the tanks, the fluorescent lights, all of it was red. The girl's vision also became red. When she opened her eyes, the girl was back in her own room. It was well into the night. She couldn't remember how she had gotten home after all that. More importantly, she had a bad feeling about something else. It isn't red here. She became aware of how how hard it suddenly was to breathe. No matter how hard she gasped, she was unable to get oxygen into her body. Like the fish, who couldn't breathe anywhere but in the water, she couldn't breathe unless she was inside that red color. She was convinced. On impulse, she threw open the window, leaned out, and thrust a hand outside. She couldn't inhale the wind flooding into her room. She could only smell its milky, unpleasant scent. More! At that moment, the girl's body was tossed in the air for just a second. Her body seemed to float like a fish in the sea. Oh, what? I told you, she was a fish all along. Her room was on the 12th floor for her apartment building. In her fading consciousness, the girl watched her blood flow endlessly from her body. Hey, please don't show me that. It's red. Only then could she breathe. Now everything would be fine. The girl smiled. I always wanted to die. The full moon in the night sky smiled too. Oh, you're just gonna tell me that? You're not gonna show me anything but red? Oh, it's the toilet. Drip, drip. The sound of falling drops. The moon was concealed behind the clouds, and all of the lights in the town were covered in water. Sound of it, the only thing left to resonate. She couldn't tell whether it was hot or cold, merely that the humid air was encircling her. Poop, poop. Drip, drip. Wherever they were falling to, wherever they were coming from, the drops just continued to trickle out. That single drop. I stopped it with both hands. Show me your hands. Oh my gosh. The sound of that solitary red. Red has a sound apparently. Oh, the red drop wasn't even different. Bruh. Look, bruh. Maybe, no, that's not appropriate. This isn't a... Oh my gosh. What am I saying? Oh! I love school. What? No, this is scary, man. I don't like it.
Or at least there's an urban legend that goes like that. Talking about Manton Aquarium again? Well, that's your new thing, isn't it?
Wow. While stuffing her lunch into her mouth, Tamagawa Himeno spoke, her eyes sparkling. I had no idea which point in the story got her so excited. That's her, I guess.
That's right. Isn't that the scariest part? That the girl jumped to her death smiling after coming back from Manton Aquarium. Too bad.
Yet you didn't seem the least bit scared, Himeno.
That's not true. I've got chills running down my spine.
Someone who's got chills running down their spine wouldn't be eating a pastry so cheerfully.
Ooh.
Someone who's got chills running down her spine wouldn't be eating a... Why would you say it again?
And hey, that's my meatball.
During a break in the conversation, Himeno stole a side dish from my boxed lunch.
This minced meat from growing calves and little piglets. It's the best.
Why'd you have to put it like that? Jeez, why do you have to make me lose my appetite? I'll give you the rest of it. Oh.
Alright, I'll take it.
What are you doing? Himeno takes the rest of the meatballs from my lunch with amazing rhythm. Oh, is that what that was? The reason that I, Nakanobi Mayumi, lost my appetite wasn't because Himeno's story scared me. It was because she just... Manton Aquarium and I are connected in a way that I'd rather not think about. Of course, Himeno has no idea about that connection. If she knew, she'd never mention a Manton Aquarium around me again. At the same time, I'm a bit afraid that this thing might cause Himeno to stop talking to me. Himeno's pretty much my only friend. It isn't that I haven't talked to anyone since I'm in junior high, it's just that the only person I can actually call a friend is Himeno. Junior high. Seriously, I think this whole Manton Aquarium rumor obsession is getting to be a bit much. I'll start talking. Maybe there's so many rumors though, like that there's a man's ghost in the tanks, that the deep sea fish booth is only open on a full moon, that the water changes into blood, or that you can hear crying from behind the tank. Stop it! And that earlier one goes with this one also. No, that's fine. Don't say any more. I say firmly, causing Himeno to make a sour face. That's not sour. Soon after, Himeno changed the subject, first to a TV drama that aired the night before, then to some cute fake nails with cats on the she found in a magazine. Then talks about a classmate who was dating a boy from a nearby private school, alighting on one subject before quickly changing to the next. Normally, the subject of Manton Aquarium shouldn't have popped up again.
Anyway, getting back to what we were talking about earlier.
What exactly are we getting back to?
Manton Aquarium, I looked into it and this Sunday will be a full moon.
That was all I could say. The rest of my words unable to come out.
So we should go and see if the rumors are true or not. But I know you aren't interested in stuff like urban legends, Mayu. The next week we'll start preparing for the end of the semester and I won't be able to hang out with you. Lately we haven't gone anywhere together, have we? If the full moon was next Saturday, I'm sure Himeno wouldn't have said anything, but I suspect because it happens to be this Sunday, next Sunday, this Sunday, and next week happens to be our exams, she's chosen Manton Aquarium. Oh! I know that I'm not hiding my confusion or my hesitation very well. Even so, Himeno turns her carefree grin my way. What do you say? Since it's an aquarium, even if the rumors aren't true, we can still have fun, right?
Whoa, lesbo.
Well, that's true.
Usually anywhere I go with Himeno, I have fun. Whether or not we'd have fun was not what I was worried about.
By the way, Mayu, in the East Building of Manton Aquarium, they have a Haagen-Dazs, as in the Eden restaurant. They had closed up at one point, but it looks like they're reopening for a limited time.
Really?
Really? They have the cookies and cream flavor you like too, Mayu.
Of course I hesitated, but in the end that settles it.
Well, then we'll go.
As long as we definitely get some cookies and cream. Saying you have no money because you did too much shopping is out of the question.
I know. After all, I'm something of a glutton myself. What?
Fine, fine.
In the end, we settle on Manton Aquarium and ice cream for Sunday.
Since I've already received my reward money for moving on to the next grade, I don't need to worry about my allowance. Still, it's been 5 years.
Did you say something, Mayu?
Nope, nothing. I bite my tongue, covering the words that had carelessly spilled out.
I'm looking forward to the aquarium. It's probably been about 10 years.
I'm looking forward to the cookies and cream. It's probably been about 10 years.
That's not true.
It's the truth. That's the only thing I'll eat there. And then it goes, you little... As she playfully stretches my cheeks. The end of lunch chimes sound, and Himeno goes back to her own seat. If it's with Himeno, I'll be fine. That's what I told myself at the time.
No, classroom, don't leave me.
Ooga booga. I hope this game doesn't have jump scares. I mean, I don't know. You never know with horror games. Sunday is 3 days after that. The day I promised to go with Himeno to Manton Aquarium has arrived. We are to meet at noon at the Manton Cho station. As is customary for me, I arrive 30 minutes early. Leaning against a pillar, I do nothing but space out. That's not a pillar. Tons of people pass before me. Manton is really crowded on days off. Even so, there aren't really that many families or groups of students. Everyone around me appearing to be adults. Because of that, I quickly begin to feel uneasy within this crowd. I am alone. Inexplicably, my head begins to hurt. I wonder if Himeno would be here to... mutter to myself. Then I look at my shoes. Ooh, look at those pretty shoes. Deep blue sandals. They were this year's newest product. My mom and I had stopped off at the department store on Saturday. She brought them for me after some coaxing on my part. They were far from what you'd call high quality, but they were still a bit pricey in junior high school as allowance. I'm not usually the type to beg, but I couldn't take my hands off these boots. Boots? I just said they're shoes. My mom bought them with almost no resistance, saying, "You're going out of town, so you need to look your best." I liked both their form and their color, and found them a better fit for the summer season than anything else. Oh yeah? Why are you thinking about random stuff now, huh? I take my cell phone out and check the time. There are still 15 minutes to go until we're to meet. Since Himeno is always 3 minutes later than the time we established, I've got about another 20 minutes. I finished reading my paperback on the train, so I have nothing to kill time. There's nothing I can do about it, so I decided to keep myself from boredom by watching the people passing by, staring at them intently. If I don't keep myself distracted, horrible thoughts will revive in my mind. Oh yeah. So let's just stare at the passing people. I'm always worrying about what will happen if I'm late, though. It had actually been about a month and a half since Himeno and I had gone out. Ooh, date. We always talked at school, but rarely spent time together afterwards. Anyone who saw us probably thought we were opposites. You are. Outings like this aside, I often spend my days off at home, playing video games in my basement. When I was in elementary school, our family would go out often, but lately that's been limited to dining out on Saturdays. So when I'm asked what I do when I stay at home, I usually just say, I do nothing. During homework and watching TV is stuff that seems pretty common to me. On the other end of the spectrum is Himeno, who goes out regularly. I often hear stories of when she went to karaoke on weeknights, or about how she traveled out of town on Sundays. She's a member of an active sports club and often wants to hang out with them afterwards. Going out of town on the already limited days we have off tends to make me think, even though it's a day to rest, I don't feel rested at all. In other words, something like this is a difference between Himeno and I. Without much common ground between us, why we became friends is, hey, Mayu. Oh, Suddenly the light fades from my vision. It wasn't just that it had become dark, but that I had the sensation of being unable to breathe. But rather than sweating it, I get a little mad. Sorry. Hearing my wordless protests, Himeno pulled her hands away. I get playing the Who Am I game while covering someone's eyes. What? Yep, playing. Oh, she covered her eyes. Silly. What? Who am I? But covering up someone's mouth too is just like Himeno. That's cruel. When I puff out my cheeks and object, Himeno just smiles at me. It's because you were staring into space, Mayu. Well, that's a little too close. Get off. Oh! Instead of apologizing, Himeno blew out on the nape of my neck without thinking I made a weird sound. Embarrassed, I looked around 2 or 3 times, but the pedestrians walked by, seeming unperturbed and didn't even look our way. The culprit who had surprised me moves in front of me before I realize it. You're mean, Himeno. Ahaha, but I got to hear something good. No, you didn't. Moreover, as I say that, I checked the time on my smartphone. It's 3 minutes to noon. I agreed upon meeting time. It's not time yet. How rare. That's rude. Jeez. I'll make you make a weird noise again. Saying that, Himeno opens and closes her fingers in small, swift, grasping motions. At times like this, I know I'd better change the subject or get messed with by Himeno again. By the way, did you buy a new one? You mean a necktie? What? How do you buy a new one? Is that, oh, you mean my necktie? Yes, I did. I thought I should get one to match my shorts. I can't see your shorts, so you and I haven't hung out since around midterms, Mayu. If I buy something today, I'll really be out of money. What about the aquarium? You're still set on finding out about the urban legends then? Of course! That's my #1 goal. But as usual, I can't count the things I want to do on just one hand. Okay. I get it. As long as I eat cookies and cream, that is absolute. I haven't forgotten. This is a guy. Anyway, Mayu, aren't your sandals new? Himeno says as she looking at my feet, talking about 3 times as fast as she does in class. Yeah, nice, aren't they? They're super cute. How cool, I want a pair too. Nope. Then we'll be too similar, and these are the only pair of sandals I have for the summer. Talking like this, it put me at ease. Unlike myself, who is childish, Himeno knows a lot about fashion and trends. Even here in Manton, it seems like she blends in. Blends in. She has a checkered tie on a pink shirt. What is? Most importantly, by being with Himeno and constantly chatting, I no longer feel lonely. Oh yeah, Himeno, why did you bring such a huge bag? So I capture those little monsters. I'm glad you asked. But Himeno opens the Boston bag she had let sink down from her shoulder. A variety of things come out, such as a flashlight, insect repellent, a blanket, first aid kit, matches, and snacks like chocolate and cookies to survive the night. Oh. What is all this, Himeno? Where do you plan on going? Ignoring the twitch developing on my face, Himeno thumps her chest. Boom! Jeez, to the aquarium. Since we're investigating urban legends, we should at least have some supplies. Rather than an investigation, the equipment she has reminds me more of going camping in the mountains. What? The snacks and blanket aside, we're in a city this size where we need insect repellent or a flashlight. What do you mean? You're staying overnight? I keep those feelings to myself and just smiled. A little breath that is half exasperated, half amused. I don't get sick of being with Himeno. Whether Himeno is aware of my exasperated gaze or not, she starts to take something out, then quickly shoves it back in. She gives me a smile and planning some secret. It's from my secret pouch. It's a jellyfishing net. No wait, it's too soon for you to see that. Are we about to pull out? I'm not telling. Upon saying that, Himeno quickly closed the bag. Where I see it is a wonder she fit all the supplies she had out just a moment ago. I wonder where it's all been stored. By the way, no club today? I asked with the underlying question of whether or not today is a day off for the club. My question, Himeno averts her eyes. I can't come on a date with you. Nope, probably no club today. Really? Oh, I gotta run away. Giving a brief answer, I start walking. Upon hearing her reply, I immediately understand it as, she skipped it again. But not wanting to ruin the merry mood, I merely quickly my pace. I'm not in any clubs, but even I know it's not good to skip. Speaking honestly, I want her to show up for her club, as she seems to be respected even by students from other schools. Coming here together like this makes me equally guilty, though. Once I get thinking, I don't usually stop, so the conversation shifts to a ramen shop that catches my eye. Oh, Mayu, you wanna get lunch? Huh? You got that? I was just slurping at the ramen. Feeling as if she's seen right through me, we head into a nearby coffee shop. That's not the ramen shop. What are you saying? It is apparently famous for following its coverage in a magazine for a sandwich that was overflowing with vegetables. I say apparently because unexcitedly finding the restaurant Jimeno shared this. Oh yeah? Compared to McDonald's, this place is a bit intimidating and trendy to me, but since I'm with Jimeno, it doesn't bother me. Shoving the roast chicken sandwich in with extra olives into my face hole, the unease I have been feeling disappears. In contrast to my fervor, Jimeno eats her avocado and shrimp sandwich like a princess. And licks her lips and you want some more? Well then, about our plans for today. Jimeno starts in as soon as we have finished eating. We'll start with the aquarium. No matter what, that's the main thing. So we'll look into the old man's ghost and the close off deep sea fish booth rumors. After that, we'll go to the shops and finally have some ice cream. I think it's better to get the cookies and cream first. If you eat 2 times, you'll mess up your stomach and get fat. You won't be able to wear a bathing suit. Yo, who's watching me? Some random dude. Jimeno, it's no fair for you to put it that way. Good thing I'm not like me. It isn't fair. Jimeno's in the exercise club, so she'll be fine, but for someone like me who doesn't exercise enough, it makes me stop and think. Having said I wanted to go to the pool, it is all the more important. Okay then, we'll stick with the plan. That was a delicious meal. Boop. It disappears into space. Urged on by Jimeno, I decide to leave the ice cream shop for another time. Another one. Talking about selling things together, we all leave the station behind. As opposed to the station's excellent cooling system, the city streets have a peculiar humidity and heat to them that envelops our bodies. The beginning of July. Summer has only just begun, and I can already tell it is going to be a tough one. We weave our way through the crowds until we are 10 minutes away from the station, finally ending up in front of a skyscraper. The building is a symbol for the people of Manton, a combined facility for commerce, what you might call a fashion building in reference to the businesses it contains, because they all wear fish suits. Manton is a town known as a place people go for amusement. If you really want to have a good time, they have a movie theater, arcades, several shops, though you need to have money, which we don't. Because that young men and women are more numerous than that of boys and girls. Because the boys and girls are poor peasants. Good thing that person left. Nice. In this town of people older than us, Jimeno scans the panels for each floor without fear, saying, the aquarium is. People are concentrated around the panels. Of little help to Jimeno in trying to take up as little space as possible, I leave the search to her and gaze up at the building. I look up at the top of the building. So far, I think my neck will snap. Oh, you mean that? That's magnificent. This building was built not long after I was born. It had been finished before I could walk, but the first and only time I came here was in elementary school. The instant I think back on my first visit, my head begins to hurt. Oh! Oh, a jump scare. No. I have to try not to think about it. The game's kind of loud. Those are things from long ago, things from the past, things that are done. I can do nothing but deal with the pain that feels as if something is pressing against the inside of my skull. I finally hear Jimeno calling me in a loud voice. The elevator's this way, come on! I push away my headache and step through the automatic door. The information at the entrance and the placement of the crane game are exactly the same as that day, giving me a slightly bad feeling. Why is this part so quiet? And that jump scare was loud. Oh, that was the intro? Yo, dude. Oh, there's more characters? Nice. Miko. Is that a dude? Nope. That's a dude. Kenji. Mari. Oh, well, what's this? Ooh, look at an orca whale. I don't know. I'm sad. See? Look, there's my tears. Flying. Oh, wait, that's the whale. I mean, the whale. Maybe I shouldn't disturb. dramatic.
That's me.
Woo. Probably just gonna save and stop for now.
Oh, that's my first episode. Oh,
Bye bye.